Hey y'all, it's Julia. It is Monday, February 22nd, and I'm feeling really weird, everyone. I have tried filming this video multiple times yesterday and it just didn't feel right to me. And, of course, as I just wake up, I'm like, oh, let's try this again. So here I am. I'm so humbled and honored to even say this. I have offers from Duolingo, LinkedIn, and Facebook Reality Labs to be their product design intern for this summer. I have no words to describe the gratitude I feel, the gratefulness to everybody who has been cheering me on. Even, I don't know, I can't find words today, and that's okay. Disclaimer off the bat, like, I'm not trying to complain. I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to do any type of harm in creating this video. And I think I just wanted to show people who were in my position last year, getting rejections over and over, that it's possible. It's possible, you can make it. And I just want to give a hug to everybody that has helped me throughout this whole journey, because I remember thinking about going into interaction design, to UX design, and thinking that it was such an impossible route to switch to. I still can't believe it. I still cannot, believe I can even say that I have to choose between these three companies. Literally a year ago, I was trying to figure out how to use Adobe XD. I kid you. Now I'm in this really weird spot at which I can choose a company that will work for me and I think will work for me. And I've been spending the entire weekend journaling, speaking to my mentors, speaking to my parents, speaking to my partner, and just trying to figure out what route is the best for me at this point in time. Yesterday with my therapist, something that I uncovered is that I feel like I make decisions harder for myself by overcomplicating things and by getting too attached to things. Oh, actually, I kid you not, I wrote down a worry list with my therapist. So earlier on last week, I thought I knew what I was gonna choose. But then after being able to speak again to the recruiters, to managers, to past interns, things changed in my brain. And after doing lots of reflection and lots of processing, all of that, this weekend, I feel like I've come to a decision. And that decision is hard as fluck for me to make. I think it was really hard for me to make because of the fact that I was scared to disappoint people that have helped me. I'm scared to disappoint recruiters because I feel like I've gotten close to each and every recruiter. I know people keep telling me oh yeah, it's their job, they won't take it personally, but the amount of work they've done to help me, I feel like I can't not feel bad. I think another thing too is just I'm scared that saying no to a company will prevent me from coming back as a new grad. What if I say no to a company now and then I don't get a return offer from the company that I choose? I come back and I'm like, hey, do you want me back as a new grad? And they're gonna be like, no, chose us, or you didn't choose us, you chose another company. And I'm just like, oh, it's so complicated. But my heart knows that I made a decision. I'm excited and I'm scared, but I am going to be taking the Facebook Reality Labs position as the product design intern for Oculus. Oh boy. So I'm doing that, but I'm also trying to get LinkedIn or Duolingo to defer or delay my start date for a fall internship. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna work. I also have to come to terms with the fact that, like, I'm making this choice. I will let some people down. I will be taking chances either way, but I do feel like AR and VR, it's a problem space that I've never even had the opportunity to, like, dabble in. Having that opportunity to work at a company that's at the forefront of that technology is just something that I couldn't have even imagined that this was gonna come up for me. And ultimately, you know, even if I don't know what manager I'm going to pair up with, even if I don't know if I'm gonna get a return offer from Facebook, I don't even know what team or what like specific thing I'm working on, I feel like it's a chance I'm willing to take. I feel like it's an opportunity as, like, someone who hasn't even graduated to be able to work in the reality labs in Facebook is just a dream. I haven't really taken the chance to rejoice and celebrate, and people have been telling me to do that, but it's just so hard when you still have to make a decision like this, and it's a huge decision. I'm definitely a person that, like, I love Doctor Who. My favorite movie's about time. I love Dark, and I think it's my new favorite show, and I love things about time, and I feel like this is, like, I know for a fact that this is a decision that's gonna, like, have a butterfly effect on my future. And I think that's why I'm anxious and I'm nervous, because I'm scared. I have my list of anxieties. The first worry is that I'm scared that I'm closing the door to LinkedIn and to Duolingo with future opportunities. Second is I'm scared because of judgment that I will get from my cheerleaders. And I say that because people at LinkedIn have been so immensely supportive of me. I had a video listing all of them out, but I love you all. And I'm just scared because, like, you know, they were cheering me on throughout this whole recruitment process, only for me to get an offer and only for me to reject it or request to defer it. And I feel like that's disrespectful, and I just feel sad about that. But ultimately, I knew that I was gonna have to make the choice for myself and nobody else. And if they're really my cheerleaders, they'll cheer me on no matter what decision I make. The third is obviously the security of the return offer. I have been so annoying. I feel like I've been so annoying with my recruiter, sorry Sarah, about asking about return offers. And then the fourth thing that I'm scared about with Facebook is the uncertainty of the manager. The thing about Facebook is that they don't like to pair you up in teams until really close. And this is the same for, like, a lot. I do know what managers I would have worked with in LinkedIn and Duolingo, but for Facebook, we don't know. And I've had experiences with managers that no matter what good of a place it is to work at, the experience with your manager and your relationship with your manager, I have learned, can change everything. And so I'm scared of that. I'm scared that I'm going to be paired up with somebody who just doesn't vibe with me. And, you know, no matter how hard I try, no matter what I do to please them, it's not going to work. I'm possibly projecting my experiences, but it's experiences that I have had. So the fifth one is the whole I told you so. And I'm scared that people are just gonna tell me, like, I told you so. I'm gonna be candid with you all. Facebook has a really shady rep. Like, it's not an unspoken thing. I literally have a case study, which is what I presented to the interview panel for my final interviews, about my Facebook misinformation study. Companies will always have a reputation that you yourself can't control as an employee, and there's only so much you can do. And I feel like after speaking to my therapist, she was just like, is that something that you're willing to deal with? And I was just like, honestly, yeah. Like, I think that, you know, every company is not perfect, and just to be prioritizing my ability to work in a problem space, but that I don't think I'll ever be able to work on again unless I take this opportunity. I feel like that is irresponsible of me as someone who wants to grow in that career trajectory. Ultimately, the decision that I made is because I feel like it's the best step for me moving forward in my career as young as I am. I think that it's a time for me to be able to take risks, to be able to take advantage of that name on my resume, and to not cut ties. My dad was like, don't cut ties. And I was like, why did you tell me that? Because I won't cut ties. But he has a point. I don't want to cut ties with people that I say no to. And I want to, maintain good relationships with people in the event that I will apply again. And something that my therapist said is that, hey, people bounce to different companies all of the time, especially in tech, especially in design. And there's no shame in saying no to a particular opportunity now and saying yes later. So that's a long-winded way of saying that I'll be accepting my Facebook Reality Labs product design for Oculus position for this summer as an intern. So I'll see you in my next video.